know how, though. Well, it's become one of the hottest kitchen gadgets of the past few years, and odds are you or someone you know has an Instant Pot. I keep calling it an Instapot, so I always check Instant Pot pressure cooker. One woman became a sensation after sharing her story of losing, listen to this, 125 pounds in 1 year with the help of meals made in her Instant Pot. I can't wait to talk to her, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Brittany Williams, everybody. Welcome back. The book is doing phenomenal, and I will ask you this: other than the Instant Pot, there were other ingredients, so to speak, too, in your weight loss journey. What were some of those? Absolutely.
I just tried to get rid of the processed food and implement more whole food choices. I kind of started doing a little bit more digging into nutrition and how that might affect our well-being. And I kind of began making these simple changes.
Yeah, because, you know, the trainer that we have on that helped me lose some weight said something that stuck with me, and I literally quoted yesterday. He says, diet is 80 to 90% of your weight loss journey. Did you find that as well? Exercise is important, but I'm just saying, yeah.
It's important, but 100% of it for me was diet. I lost all 125 pounds with no exercise at all. Anytime I tried to implement exercise, it put so much strain on my joints.
Yeah.
And
here's the before and after, by the way, everyone, if you want to come back to the TV. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
No, but it was actually physically painful because I was carrying in excess 125-pound weight vest all the time.
You're carrying another person.
I was carrying another person, and so just walking around was like working out for me. So I implemented small changes. I counted folding laundry and standing up as exercise, dancing with my kids in the kitchen. And then eventually, once I lost my weight, I began incorporating more traditional exercises like running, a little bit of weightlifting, but it was a slow process.
Okay, so now how did specifically the Instant Pot help you, and why the Instant Pot? What made it helpful for you?
So I have 3 kids.
Okay.
And I'm also a procrastinator.
Oh. Thank you. You're sitting across from another one, so yes, yeah.
And I just couldn't get it together when it came to mealtime, and everybody told me, well, use your crock pot, use your crock pot. But you need to think 4 to 6 hours in advance to use a crock pot. And like I said, procrastinator.
I'm with you.
So a pressure cooker, it takes about 30 minutes. So something that you're going to cook up in 4 to 6 hours in the slow cooker, it's going to take 30 minutes in a pressure cooker. And you can throw in frozen meat, so you don't even have to plan that far ahead. Just take those frozen chicken breasts right out of the freezer, toss them in the pot with some other ingredients, seal the lid, and then walk away. You don't have to worry about a stovetop burner being on or things boiling over because it's all contained in this one pot, and you can push it aside while you go change a diaper or do some laundry.
Procrastinate about something else.
Yes.
Yes. I love it. I love it. We're going to make something in just a little bit. I don't own one. I own every kitchen gadget around, but I do not own that. Was it easy to learn? I don't know why I'm intimidated by it.
Everybody's intimidated by it.
I am really intimidated by it.
I was intimidated too.
Okay.
It sat in the box in my living room for 3 months before I had the gumption to take it out and begin pressing those buttons. But you know what? There's a secret. Most of those buttons are presets, and you never ever use them.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Right. You only use about use about 3 functions, and after you make your first meal, it's like, wow, why was I so scared? That was really easy.
So remind everyone, your first cookbook was what the subject was of the first title, or the first book?
So the first book is Instant Loss Cookbook, and it really shares more about my personal journey. It kind of has a memoir type style in the beginning, and then 125 recipes for your pressure cooker and more. And then the second book I really wanted to focus on, because now I have this full-time business that I'm also running in conjunction with being a homeschooling full-time mom, and I wanted to focus on how can we make healthy meals fast. And so everything in the second book is 30 minutes or less, with the exception of about 10% of the recipes. And so not only are we cooking up healthy meals, but we're doing it in a fraction of the time.
A procrastinator's dream. Brittany is sticking around. As I said, she's going to make a delicious meal for us in the Instant Pot. And we'll tell you how you can meet her later today as well. You'll find out all of that when we return. Back in a moment. Yeah, I passed it in Target. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. Well, we're back with Brittany Williams, author of the cookbook Instant Loss, Eat Real, Lose Weight. So, what are you making?
I have over here some acorn squash soup.
Okay.
You can also sub this with butternut squash if acorn squash is too tricky to find. But right now, you should be able to find them in your local market. Right.
Yeah.
And so what you do first is you kind of steam this in your pressure cooker.
Okay.
And then you take some carrots, some garlic, some onions. So we're talking whole, real food ingredients. Throw that all into the pot, and you're going to cook it under pressure for under 30 minutes. It's going to be done. And I'm going to serve you up
Please
some
do.
here.
So this, okay, so that's all I do. And it's done.
Well, then you're going to blend it.
Okay.
So I like to use an immersion blender, or you can transfer it to your regular blender. Just be careful because it's really hot when it comes out.
Oh, okay. That is really good. I do enjoy that. And that is, so about with the blending, about 35 minutes, and it's done. Tops.
And then if you want to, you can sprinkle some pumpkin seeds on top, maybe a little bit of fresh nutmeg, some cranberries. The sky's the limit.
And it tastes like it has loaded with cream, but there's no, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no dairy, there's no cream in this.
Nope, it's just chicken stock.
I was going to say, because it really does taste creamy. So I would say it does, it's tricking me.
And if you're vegetarian or you're vegan, you can of course use vegetable stock.
Yeah. Okay, so what you made this? Okay, this is going to confuse me. I love this. What are we looking at here?
So this is an autumn arugula salad, and I have a raspberry vinaigrette dressing that I drizzled over the top. And that dressing is homemade, and these potatoes are steamed in your pressure cooker.
Okay, this is a meal right here. And then is that fried rice?
It absolutely is.
But let me get this, healthy fried, but it's not really fried rice. Yes.
Right. No, it's not fried rice. It's pressure cooked rice, but it tastes just like the real thing. And I love to serve things like my chicken teriyaki stir fry over here over top, or you can also use cauliflower rice as well. But something that was important to me on this journey was not cutting out any food groups. Like I said, I have kids at home, so I have to be aware, and I can't cut out too many carbohydrates or too much fat. And
because they want, I mean, they're kids. They're going to want,
and they're growing bodies.
Yes.
And it just makes sense that our bodies would need those things as well. And when we're too restricted, that usually encourages a lot more binging.
Yep.
So I don't like to feel restricted. And I would rather the process be a little bit slower and eat all of these yummy, tasty foods.
And you know, I find nowadays we're really lucky to be living in the time we live in, because it's easy to take a favorite of yours and make it healthy, whether it is with an Instant Pot or an air fryer or whatever. I love fried rice. Now we have opportunities to make our favorites healthy and not just take it away, don't you think?
Correct.
Yeah.
We're so fortunate. And so these things, they don't even have soy sauce in them because, you know, soy can produce extra estrogen, and that can lead to excess belly fat. So instead, I use something called coconut aminos. It's just a soy-free replacement for soy sauce.
Oh, really? I have never heard of that. Okay, well, I'm going to be getting that. Okay, and finally, people were raving about this. Okay, so what is this?
So this is my coconut mousse. It's only 4 ingredients, and you whip it up really fast in your blender.
Okay.
And you can eat it right away, or you can store it in your refrigerator for later.
Okay, may I?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to too. This is one of my favorites. All it is a little bit of honey, coconut cream, strawberries, and vanilla extract.
Okay, this is really good too. This is really good too. Again, I'm thinking there's cream in this somewhere, and there's not at all.
Well, there's coconut cream.
So but I mean, like, I'm talking like
no dairy.
Milky the cow milk cream. Yeah.
No dairy. And so that's something that the whole cookbook is gluten-free. It's celiac friendly, and then it's also dairy optional. So any recipe that has dairy, I included a dairy-free substitution.
I love it. Give it up for Brittany Williams, everybody. Her new cookbook, Instant Loss, Eat Real, Lose Weight, is available right now. And listen to this, you can meet Brittany tonight at the Mall of America. She'll be signing copies of her book in the Northeast Court from 6 to 8 tonight. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you so much.